Hey guys, Ryan here, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft survival. So, the last video you guys would have seen from me would have been the episode of this on Monday, which I did pre-record. At the time I'm recording this, it is actually 9 o'clock GMT, so 2 hours before this episode actually comes out. So, basically, before we actually get started on this episode, I wanted to give a little bit of an update about what's going on and why there was no Crafting Dead on Wednesday and why there was no Fear the Crafting Dead on Sunday. I did make a channel post. If any of you didn't see it, go and check that one out. It explains a little bit. But basically, with COVID-19 or the coronavirus going on, basically the UK is now technically on lockdown, but also at the same time kind of not. Like, it's not officially been declared as lockdown as of this moment in time. And basically with that, most of the schools around the UK are closed, which does mean that my brother and sister are both off school, doing their work at home, meaning that it is extremely difficult to actually find time to record, including the fact that I have to do my own work also, which luckily next week, for the next 2 weeks, I won't have to, because it's actually going to be the Easter holidays, so hopefully I'll be able to find time to record. But the main issue is finding the time where it's quiet enough to record without disrupting the fact that my brother and sister have to do their schoolwork also. So I basically just wanted to explain that before doing anything. I also wanted to say, listen to what your leaders or your government are telling you to do. If they're telling you to stay at home, stay at home. I'll continue to make videos as much as I can, whenever I can, for you guys to watch, and hopefully they keep you a little bit entertained for at least 20 minutes of your day. But also, make sure you're washing your hands, staying clean. If you're going out, wear gloves. Only go out if you need to, only when it's necessary. If you need something from the shop, or if you need, I don't know, whatever you may need, make sure it's necessary to go out. Other than that, stay inside is what everyone's telling you to do. So that's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to apologize for there being no episode of Crafting Dead. I wish I could have gotten it out, but it's just been extremely difficult, and I'm trying to work my YouTube around everything that's going on, so hopefully I can figure something out. Fingers crossed, I'm not promising, but fingers crossed, there should be an episode of Fear this Sunday. Hopefully. I don't know for sure yet. I'm hoping I can get one done, recorded, and edited and sent out, but I'm not 100% sure yet. As for this series, I'm going to try my best to keep recording it. Monday's episode is going to be the World Tour, so hopefully there will be an episode Monday. I don't see why there wouldn't. But with that all being said and done, and me explaining all of that out of the way, this episode we are going to be going to the Nether. And the reason for that is because I don't know what else to do in this episode. I don't want to do more building, because chances are I won't get it done for next episode for the World Tour, considering that most of the builds aren't actually done quite yet anyway. But basically that means that the only other thing I wanted to do was to try and get some Wither Skeleton Skulls. So as you can see, I've got a looting free sword right here. I tried to combine these two together. It didn't work. It was too expensive, so now I have to go and make an entirely new sword completely, which is kind of annoying because it's going to take forever. Considering I got all of these, it was so difficult. You don't understand how hard it was to get looting free. Everything else is easy. Looting free is a nightmare to get, so I'm thinking I'm just going to try and cure a zombie, get it to give me looting free, and then that, you know, that kind of thing. And that's kind of the idea I've got, but basically we're going to try and use this looting free. I was going to do this off camera, but I kind of want to do it on camera so we can get the achievement and everything on camera, you know, get my first Wither Skeleton Skull on camera, hopefully. So that's just what we're going to try and do in this episode. We can also maybe try and get some more blaze rods, I don't know. We're going to to be honest, after episode 25, it's going to be a lot more building, but also we're going to want to start preparing to fight the Ender Dragon. So that's going to be nice. And the Wither too. Going to need to start preparing to fight the Wither also, which is why we're getting the skulls. We're going to try and get the skulls. And my main idea is to just get, if I can get one skull on camera, if not more, hopefully more than one. But as long as I get the first one on camera, then I can do some grinding outside of the camera or off camera and just see how many I can get. I'm also draining the Nether of resources as much as I can because I do have plans to reset the Nether when the new update comes out, which did get an update to the snapshot recently, which included, I think it's called a lodestone, which is basically a waypoint, and this new mob called a strider, which I kind of like. I mean, a few people are saying they don't like it and they're sort of complaining about it, but I actually think it's kind of cool. It definitely doesn't look completely like it belongs in Minecraft, I guess, just because of how detailed the texture is. But I do like it a lot, and definitely we're going to be playing around with those guys when they're officially added to the game. But right now they're not in the game, and we're not in the snapshot, we're just in the normal version of Minecraft. So we're also going to go ahead and try and get some blaze rods too while we're here. We can get that bed out of the way. Going to try and get some blaze rods for, you know, the end rods and all that. Also, so we're going to put our shield up because this guy's going to shoot fire at us. And there we go. Okay. Well, we got free from that guy. Okay, looting free is incredible, apparently. So we're not technically here for blaze rods, but while we're waiting on the wither skeletons to spawn, we are going to try and kill a few blazes here and there, I think. So if we put our shield up, hopefully we won't die to them this time. And the good thing is, despite the fact that this sword doesn't have sharpness or anything on it, it still does a decent amount of damage. I mean, compared to the 10 and the 7, I suppose it's not too great, but let's not get distracted with the blazes, actually. Let's go and try and get some wither skeletons, because the problem is I have kind of lit this area up with torches, so they probably not going to spawn that much, which is kind of a bad idea on my part, but hopefully we can find some somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly, but I'm sure there's got to be some around here somewhere. So we're going to keep looking anyway and hopefully find some. I'm going to keep commentating over this anyway, and we're just gone in a massive circle basically. We're going to go try this way. But yeah, so the strider, you could basically, they're basically near enough a pig with a carrot on a stick. So you just put a, I think it's a warped mushroom on a stick, and then you put a saddle on the strider and you can ride them across lava, which is a really cool idea. I like that idea more than I like the Nether boat idea that everyone was having. Just because it's always cool to get new mobs in Minecraft to play with, because I just like animals and mobs and creatures and things like that. So the piglins, love that. The hoglins, love that. The new striders, love that. And there are so many new things being added in this update. So when it eventually comes out, it's going to be incredible. Like I said, the lodestone, which is basically a waypoint. There's also the respawn anchors, so if you die in the Nether, you can respawn there rather than in the overworld, which is a cool idea. And also, I mean, other than the fact that there's a complete overhaul of pretty much the entire Nether. So I'm definitely very looking forward to, or very excited for this this update. And also, I'm interested to see if they are going to update the end, because I know they made the update for the end cities, I don't even know how long ago now, a while ago now, but they did that, and they haven't really touched the main the main end, so I'd be interested to see what they can do with that, right? Because right now, it's just the main island, and all it is end stone, the obsidian pillars, the nether crystals, or the end crystals, I suppose, and the bedrock portal. And that's literally it. That's all there is in the main Nether island. So I think it definitely could use something a little bit, or something just new in there, I guess. Just something to spice it up a little bit. Maybe, considering the Ender Dragon is meant to be the end boss, right? The boss at the end of the game, I suppose. Once you defeat the End Dragon, that's when the credits play. So technically that is you completing the game. And considering it's meant to be the end boss, it's kind of easy. I mentioned this in an episode before, but I find it more difficult to kill the Wither than I do to kill the Ender Dragon, which I suppose, yeah, makes sense because the Wither is just like an extra boss to fight, but the Ender Dragon is meant to be the boss, right? So the fact that that's easier to kill than one that's not the end boss is kind of a little bit strange to me. Like, I feel like it should be a little bit harder, so maybe that's something they'll do in the future, I'm not too sure. Still haven't found any wither skeletons, which is kind of annoying. My voice has gone weird all of a sudden. I don't know why. I also nearly jumped, sorry for clearing my throat there, also nearly jumped into the lava thinking that I had keep inventory on, because I have a realm at the minute which has keep inventory on, so I almost jumped into the lava thinking that I would keep all my stuff. And I wouldn't, so I am glad I did not do that. You know what, we're going to get rid of these torches, because this is what's stopping the withers from spawning. So we're going to break these. I know it's to tell us which way to go, but we don't really need them. We don't really need them. We know our way around here pretty well by now. So we're going to go through and just break all of these torches away, because there's nothing really this way anyway. So I don't really know why we need the torches to go that way in the first place, but hey, okay. And we're going to block this off as well, just because we don't really want to stand in that, because knowing my luck, I probably will. So we're going to keep going and breaking torches, because we can't find any wither skeletons, which is the reason we're here. So if we're not going to be finding those, then we kind of need to get rid of all these torches. Okay. Let's just go through, we'll break these torches. We have some cobblestone, so we can set this up so that we can see where it is we're going. And, like, torches lighting up these ways don't really make sense because there's nothing there. So it's kind of pointless having those. We can break this one as well because there's a torch, or not a torch, there's cobblestone there. And there's more cobblestone this way. So we're just going to go through and break all of this. I know this episode isn't particularly exciting, but it's kind of just a filler episode, I guess, and more of like keeping you all updated on what's going on and where the episode of Crafting Dead was, because let's be honest, that's what most of you are here for, not this series. But you know, to those of you that do watch Crafting Dead and do watch this, now you know why there was no episode of Crafting Dead. And for those of them that don't watch this, they just won't know. So, yeah, I mean, hey, to those of you that are watching. So, we're going to continue breaking all of these torches. I'm going to say it again. I know, not the most exciting episode or thing to be doing in the world, and there hasn't even been a single wither skeleton spawn yet, considering that's what we're here for. We're going to keep doing this anyway, and hopefully they can spawn. I might just go through, break all of these torches, and, like, cut until some wither skeletons spawn, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Let's just break these ones, and hopefully some have started spawning, maybe? I don't know. We can have a quick run through. If we could just break these ones, we'll break these ones as well, behind here. And hopefully we can start getting ourselves some wither skeletons spawn in here. Plus, we're collecting up a load of torches that I don't know what we're going to use for. But we have them, and that's the main thing. So we're going to continue running around here, breaking up all of these torches. So, yeah, we're gonna go down to the end of this hallway, and I'll be back once I find some wither skeletons. I'll see you then. Welcome back. So, I have spotted one singular wither skeleton. I have been at this for quite a while, and it's been taking some time to actually get them to spawn, you know, getting rid of all the torches and everything. And also, I've been trying to build some platforms for them to spawn on. I don't know how those platforms work, and of course we don't get it with a skeleton skull on the first try, because why would we? We're not worried about getting too many blaze rods, so let's just go for the actually good sword. I don't know how spawning works at Nether fortresses. Like, I know people make platforms all the time for things to spawn on, but I don't know how those work exactly. So I've just sort of been going around and, like, placing areas in hopes of them being within the, I don't know, within the area of the spawning, within the spawning range, is that what you'd say? I don't know. I don't know how spawning works in the Nether. I have changed the mode we're on to hard mode in hopes of more monsters spawning, which seems to be working within reason. So hopefully this is going to up our chances of wither skeletons spawning. I don't know. I've gone around. It's been 15 minutes since you last saw. Actually, 20 minutes now. 20 minutes since. No, is it? Nah, it could have been 20 minutes. It must have been like 15 minutes since you last saw. Well, since I last did that part. And that was the first wither skeleton I've seen since. So I'm hoping that if we run around, maybe, just maybe, we'll get some wither skeletons spawning. I don't know, this episode seems to be going on for a while, for me anyway. For you guys, it hasn't been that long. Probably hasn't even been 20 minutes yet. I can't tell exactly how long it's been for you guys. But for me, it's been a while, and still no wither skeletons. I mean, that was like I said, that was the first one I've seen since I cut, so I'm not sure how many we're actually going to see. Because also, like I said, don't know how spawning in the Nether works, so I don't know how to go about making a spawning platform. I mean, I'm sure there are specific parameters and all that to do, but if there is, I don't know them. So probably gonna have to look at that outside the episode, but I just wanted the main goal, like I said. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Sorry about that. That beeping was incredibly loud. I have an alarm clock that just goes off at random times for no reason whatsoever, and I don't know how to change it. We've got another wither skeleton, so that's good. But yeah, so sorry about that. That was kind of obnoxious, but hey, not much I can do about that. More bones. Great. Okay, so that's the first wither skeleton we see since that second, or the first one, and it just drops bones. Which is my luck in a nutshell, basically. So we're just going to run around. We're going to run around, see if maybe when we unload the chunks, maybe something will spawn in. I'm not too sure. They seem to spawn the most on these areas, right? These bits where they sort of stick out and they're sort of over the lava. So I don't know if that actually has anything to do with it. But that's where I tend to encounter them the most. There's nothing down there. We're just going to run around, basically. So it's going to be a lot of me just running around. Why a normal? I don't want normal skeletons. I want wither skeletons. And because we're on hard mode, they reload their bows quicker too. So that's kind of annoying. Yeah, go on. Whatever, just... There we go. Thank you. Okay, what's on this bow? Power 2 Unbreaking 2, not bad, but really, okay. It's a little magma cube that doesn't even drop anything because it's a small one, so it's quite the opposite of slimes, to be fair, considering it's the little ones that drop the slime balls and not the big ones. But let's see. There's just one bit of nether brick going down. It's kind of a little bit strange. But yeah, this is what I meant by the platforms. I didn't know how big to make them. I mean, I know you have to make them a bit bigger than what that one is, but that one's more of just to, I don't know, give us some space, I guess, to do it. But let's try and take this ghast out because I don't really want them flying around here. There we go. That one's dead. Not that we can get any of the stuff from it anyway, but it's more of so it doesn't kill us later on. It's more of the idea. So I'm going to kill this one too. We're going to get more ghast tears before we even get a single wither skull. And I tried to switch over to my sword, but it didn't really work that well. But are there any wither skeletons? Maybe let's go back to the main area. This episode probably isn't going to be as long as they usually are, only because, like I said, my family are still here, and my sister and my brother have to do their work as well, so it's not fair for them to have to sit and be quiet while I record. So this probably won't be as long as they usually are. This is another one. So there is a wither skeleton around here. We just have to find it. There it is. Okay. Are you going to be the guy that gives us the skull? No, you are not. But there is another. Okay, are you going to be the guy that gives us the skull? Please? No. But, it's a normal skeleton, of course it is. Don't care about normal skeletons. Thank you very much. I'll shoot this at you. I mean, it was worth a try. There were 2 wither skeletons. So we at least managed to get some more bones and coal. Which isn't what we were here for. But I suppose it's better than nothing. So let's make our way back home. I'll continue recording as we make our journey there anyway. Just in case we do come across another wither skeleton. I doubt we will, but I suppose you never know. So let's make our way back, and then once we're in the overworld, we will do our outro. So we'll go around this way because it's a little bit of a shortcut. Hopefully not fall in the lava. There we go. Okay, we've still got the subtitles on just in case, because we might see it say wither skeleton rattles, and then we know that there's one nearby, and then we just have to look for it. But so far, nothing. I am looking at the subtitles, but I'm not really seeing anything as of right now. So we're going to just make... There is a blaze, yep, somewhere. I knew he was somewhere. Didn't know where exactly, but I knew he was around here somewhere. All in all, 32 blaze rods isn't too shabby for a trip in the Nether. Albeit it's not what we came here for. I kind of thought I just heard a wither skeleton. I think I'm just going crazy at this point because I want to hear one and I want to find one. Yeah, I'm just hearing things at this point. So we're just going to make our way back before the Nether drives me too insane. What's that? It's just a hole in the wall, Ryan. Calm down. There are no wither skeletons here. Okay. Let's just make our way down. Maybe we'll see one on the way out. Probably not, but we can keep an eye out anyway. Okay, and down here, and down here, and down here. Ouch. Thanks for that one, breaking my own legs. Right, well, it wasn't... We didn't get what we came here for. I mean, I suppose I can keep an eye out for what we're looking for. But, right now, there doesn't seem to be much I can do about that one, so we're just going to have to head home. Like I said, I think outside of the episode, I'll just make my way into the Nether, hopefully record myself finding a wither skeleton, and then maybe include that at the end of this video. Probably not, though, because I now only have an hour to edit and upload this episode, so I don't really have much time for that. What I'll do is, since the world tour is the next episode, since we didn't manage to get a wither skeleton skull in this episode, I will, outside of the episode, try and farm some wither skeletons. I'll edit this episode up, so sorry that we didn't manage to find a wither skeleton skull in this episode. That's what we set out to do, and it just didn't work. But outside the episode, I'll try and get 1 or 2 or something like that, and then I will include it at the start of the world tour, if we get one. If not, then there just won't be anything, and of course, it's night time, so we're gonna go ahead and sleep. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sleep. I was tempted to go out and fight some mobs, but that probably isn't a very good idea. So there we go, we're sleeping. Let's put all of this stuff away before we do the outro. I did set up all of these chests, because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff from the Nether, and I've just sort of been gathering up a load of it. I suppose we could put Nether bricks in there. Why not, I guess? There we go, and that's about everything that needs to go away in there. We need to keep an eye out for creepers and people like that, yeah, skeletons. Well, let's get these guys anyway. There we go, there's one, and there's another one behind here, which hopefully will be one shot. It's not, but it's 2 shot. Okay, very nice. I don't know what it was over here. Was this a cow? No, it's a creeper. Of course it's a creeper. It's the completely wrong colour for a cow. I don't know why, but I thought it looked brown before I noticed that it was green. So we're just going to kill that guy. There we go. Is there any more mobs? There is a zombie in here. Okay, thank you, zombie. There we go. We're going to light this area up because I don't really want loads of mobs spawning in this area. And I didn't even realise that this cave was here, to be completely honest with you, so we're going to light it up. There we go. Okay, now we just got to be cautious of any other mobs that could be around here, like this guy. Thank you. There we go. And of course I'm on fire, and I didn't bring my water with me, so I can't even put myself out. So we're just going to have to put up with it. That is still kind of annoying that zombies can light you on fire with your own fire. It's kind of a little bit annoying, but oh well, not much can be done about that. But anyway, let's make our way back to the main base area, and we will go ahead and make our outro, because, like I said, next episode will be the world tour. We'll be showing off all of the things we've built so far in the past 24 episodes, including this episode, and next episode I suppose there'll be past 25, but also showing off all of the things that I haven't shown off, like the skeleton farm, and a few other things that I don't remember if I showed off or not, including the orcish style area, revealing what that's going to look like. So, if you guys have enjoyed this big waste of time episode, because that's kind of what it was, make sure you stick around for the next one, which will be the world tour, so hopefully that will be very, very nice. It'll probably be longer than usual as well, so you have that to look forward to. If you have enjoyed, stick around for the next one, which will be out very, very soon, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!